Hello students, welcome to video lecture on multiple choice questions in electrodynamics. This is chapter 3. I have already discussed multiple choice questions on electrostatics and magnetostatics. Now here I am going to discuss MCQ on electrodynamics. So let us see brief summary of this. We know Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So whenever there is change in flux through the circuit, EMF is induced in the circuit and that EMF is proportional to rate of change of flux. And according to Lenz law, EMF is induced in such a way that it opposes the change in flux. So E is proportional to minus d phi by dt. So in SI units, E is equal to minus d phi by dt, where phi is magnetic flux. That is, we take integration B dot ds. So here we have integral form of Faraday's law. Means suppose we take some closed circuit or closed loop. This is magnetic field B. We take some area here ds. This is vector ds and EMF is induced. So current flows. So if we take here length element dl and suppose E is electric intensity here, then we get integration E dot ds is equal to, that is induced EMF, that is minus d phi by dt, and if we use this here we will get this. So integration E dot dl is equal to minus integration delta p by delta t dot ds. This is called integral form of Faraday's law. Now we can convert this into differential form. Means we know integration E dot dl is equal to integration del cross E dot ds. Here this is surface integral. So line integral is converted into surface integral, and if we use this here, we get del cross E is equal to minus delta v by delta t. Now modified Ampere's law, uh, it is del cross B is equal to mu 0 j plus epsilon 0 mu 0 delta E by delta t. This is modified term introduced by Maxwell. In general, we know Ampere circuital law B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I. I is current, and we can write mu 0 integration J dot ds, and here we can write del cross B dot ds, means here surface del cross B dot ds is equal to this. So we'll get del cross B is equal to mu 0 J. This is Ampere circuital law in differential form, and Maxwell modified this by introducing displacement current or displacement vector. So here Maxwell's equations in differential form. Del dot E is equal to rho upon epsilon 0. Del dot B is equal to 0. What is meaning of this? Magnetic monopole does not exist. So here this is obtained from Gauss law in magnetostatics. This is obtained from Gauss law in electrostatics. Now del cross E is equal to minus delta V by delta T. This is obtained from Faraday's law, and del cross B is equal to mu 0 J plus epsilon 0 mu 0 delta E by delta T. We can also write this as mu 0 J plus mu 0 delta D by delta T, where D is called electric displacement and this is epsilon 0 into E in free space. So these are Maxwell's equation in integral form. Integration E dot ds is equal to q upon epsilon 0. This is Gauss law. Integration B dot ds is equal to 0. This is Gauss law in magnetostatics. integration E dot dl is equal to minus integration dabba b by dabba t dot ds. This is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. And integration B dot dl, line integral, is equal to mu 0 integration j plus dabba d by dabba t dot ds. This is modified Ampere's law, and this part is modified by Maxwell. So here in free space, Maxwell's equation, rho is equal to 0, so current density is equal to 0. We get del dot E is equal to 0, del dot B is equal to 0, del cross E is equal to minus dabba B by dabba T, and del cross B is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dabba E by dabba T. So this is in free space. So Maxwell's equation for good conductors, rho is equal to 0, dabba E by dabba T is equal to 0. So we get del dot E is equal to 0, del dot B is equal to 0, del cross E is equal to minus dabba B by dabba T, and del cross B is equal to mu 0 J. Now free free space electromagnetic wave equation is given as del square E is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dabba 2 by dabba T square of E. Actually, this is wave equation. Del square E is equal to 1 upon c square dabba 2 E by dabba T square. This is wave equation. Similarly for H, magnetic intensity, we can write del square H is equal to 1 upon c square dabba 2h by dabba t square. We can write B is equal to mu 0 h. Then we can convert this into in the form of B also. The velocity of propagation in free space is, so if we take 1 upon c square is equal to this, we get c is equal to 1 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0, and that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Now the quantity E cross H is called Poynting vector P. So electromagnetic wave, it propagates perpendicular to both E and H. Perpendicular. So this is direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave, and it is along P. And Poynting theorem, it states that the rate at which the electromagnetic energy in a finite volume decreases with time is equal to the rate of dissipation of energy in the form of joule heat in volume plus the rate at which energy flows out of the volume. So this is Poynting theorem. Now we will go to multiple choice questions. The differential form of Faraday's law is, now differential form of Faraday's law is del cross E is equal to minus dabba B by dabba T. This is differential form. So if we see out of these, this first one is correct. Del cross E is equal to minus dabba B by dabba T. Now if we go to next one, the unit of del cross H is, we know del cross B is equal to mu 0 J. This is differential form of Ampere circuital law. And B is equal to what? Mu 0 H. So we get here del cross B, del cross H is equal to J. That is current density. Current density means it is current per unit area. So unit is what? Ampere per meter square. So here ampere per meter square. So this third one is correct. Now the Maxwell's equation del cross B is equal to mu 0 J is based on. Now it is based on Ampere's law, because we have Ampere's law, integration B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I, and we take this as integration del cross B dot ds, where S is surface enclosed by this length L. that loop of length L is equal to mu 0, we can write integration J dot ds, where I is J dot ds. J is current density. So it is Ampere's law. Which one of the following is modified by Maxwell? Now Maxwell modified Ampere's law by introducing displacement current. So here del cross B is equal to mu 0 J. This is Ampere's law, which is modified, and we know that modified form is del cross B is equal to mu 0 J plus mu 0 kappa d by kappa t, where d is electric displacement vector. Who developed concept of time varying electric field producing a magnetic field? Now see this equation. Del cross B is equal to mu 0 J plus mu 0 D. Mu 0 kappa by kappa T of electric displacement D. Now we know electric displacement, it is epsilon 0 into E. So we can write this equation as del cross B is equal to mu 0 J plus mu 0 epsilon 0 kappa E by kappa T. Now this term gives you time variation of electric field. So time variation of electric field, it is related to magnetic field. That's why the concept of time varying electric field producing a magnetic field is given by Maxwell. Which of the following equation results from the circuital form of Ampere's law? So we know the same one here, del cross B is equal to mu 0 J. Now the equation of continuity defines the relation between. Now equation of continuity is given as del dot J plus kappa rho by kappa T is equal to 0. Now J is called current density, while this rho is called charge density. So this is relation between current density and charge density. So here current density and charge density. This is D is correct. So the equation of continuity defines the relation between electric field and magnetic field. No. Electric field and charge density. No. Flux density and charge density. No. It is current density and charge density. Now next one, the magnetic field intensity is H. It is vector H is equal to 3I plus 7J plus 2xk ampere per meter. What is the current density? Now here if we see, we have seen here del cross H is equal to J from Ampere circuital law. So del cross H, we have del cross H is equal to current density. Now we know H is this 3I plus 7yj plus 2xk. So what is del cross H? So we can write del cross H is equal to, that is curl of field intensity. We can write here I j k kappa by kappa x, kappa by kappa y, kappa by kappa z, and here 3, 7y and 2x. Now solve this. Now if we solve this, we will get I times kappa by kappa y of 2x minus kappa by kappa z of 7y minus j dabba by dabba x of 2x minus dabba by dabba z of 3 plus k dabba by dabba x of 7y minus dabba by dabba y of 3. Now if we see terms, here if we see terms, dabba by dabba y of 2x is 0. Dabba by dabba z of 7y is 0. Dabba by dabba x of 2x is 2. Here dabba by dabba z of 3 is 0. Dabba by dabba x of 7y is 0. And dabba by dabba y of 3 is 0. So we have minus j2. So we can write this as minus 2j. So del cross h is equal to minus 2 unit vector j, and this is current density, and it comes out to be ampere per meter square. So minus 2j. So this first one is correct. Now in free space, if rho is equal to 0, the Poisson's equation becomes. So Poisson's equation, it is simply del square E is equal to minus rho upon epsilon 0. In free space, rho is equal to 0, so del square V is equal to 0. So it is Laplacian equation, del square V is equal to 0. Now next one, the magnetic flux through turns of a 100 turn coil is T cube minus 2T plus 1 milliweber, where T is in seconds. The induced EMF at time t equal to 2 seconds is 1 volt, minus 1 volt, 0.4 volt, minus 0.4 volt. Now see, induced EMF is equal to minus d by dt of phi. This is Lenz's law. Now here we have 100 turns. So suppose there are n turns and flux through each turn is phi, then we write n phi. So E is equal to minus n d phi by dt. Now E is equal to minus n means here we have 100 into d by dt of flux is t cube minus 2t plus 1. So we get here minus 100 into derivative of this, that is 3t square minus 2. Now we have to find at 2 seconds. T is equal to 2 seconds. So E is equal to minus 100 into now 3 into 4, that is 12, minus 2, but it is in milliweber, so we will multiply it by minus 3 because it is in milliweber, so we have to take in webers. So find this. So we will get E is equal to 10 into minus 100 into 10 raised to minus 3, we will get minus 1 volts. So here second one is correct. B is equal to minus 1 volt. Now which one of the following is correct equation? Now here wave equation is given. Now for electric field, wave equation is del square E is equal to 1 upon c square dabba 2 E by dabba t square, where c is speed of electromagnetic wave, and 1 upon c square is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0. So we have here del square E is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dabba 2E by dabba t square. This is wave equation. So here out of this first one, here square root, so it is not correct. Here mu 0 upon epsilon 0, so it is not correct. Here 1 upon mu 0 epsilon 0, so this is also not correct. So del square E is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dabba 2 E by dabba t square. So this one is correct. Which one of the following is correct equation? Now here, if we see alternatives, this is wave equation in terms of magnetic field, and here also it is del square B is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dabba 2 B by dabba t square. So if we see here, this last one is correct. Now the value of 1 upon epsilon 0 mu 0. Now you can calculate this well. 1 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0. You can use epsilon 0 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12 uh, coulomb square per Newton meter square. Mu 0 is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Weber per ampere meter. And if we use this one, we will get this as this is equal to C. C is equal to root of epsilon 0 mu 0. So it is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Now the charge built up in the capacitor is due to which quantity? Actually it is due to displacement current, and same concept is used by Maxwell to modify Ampere circuit law. So it is due to displacement current, because if we take parallel plate capacitor, here there is no direct connection, still it goes on charging. It goes on charging due to varying magnetic field, varying electric field, and this one is called displacement current. Now which one of the following is correct Maxwell's equation due to displacement current? Del dot B is equal to 0. No, this is not related to that. This is not related to that. Del cross B is equal to mu 0 J plus mu 0 epsilon 0 dabba E by dabba T. This is mu 0 J plus mu 0 dabba D by dabba T. So this one is modified Ampere's law by Maxwell using displacement vector, this part. So this third one is correct. Now the curl of electric field intensity is, we know, del cross E, curl of a vector gives its rotational features. Now here it is minus dabba B by dabba T. So it is non-zero. So the field is rotational field. If del cross E is equal to 0, then it is irrotational. So here it is rotational. Now next one, in an electromagnetic wave, the electric field of amplitude 6.2 volt per meter oscillates with a frequency of 2.6 into 10 raised to hertz. The energy density of the wave is. Now we know, suppose wave is propagating along, suppose y-axis. This is direction of magnetic field and this is direction of electric field. They are mutually perpendicular to each other, and energy is propagating along y-axis. So here we have E is equal to some vector k E0 sine ky minus omega t, and B is equal to I B0 sine ky minus omega t. Here wave is propagating along y-axis. Now here, what is energy density of the wave? Energy density of the wave is given as U is equal to 1/2 epsilon 0 E square plus 1/2 B square upon mu 0. But if we take peak values, then we have E0 upon B0 is equal to C, speed of light, or in general E by B is equal to C. So here, and we know E by B is equal to 1 upon root of epsilon 0 mu 0. So if we square, so E square upon B square is equal to 1 upon epsilon 0 mu 0. So we get here E square epsilon 0 E square is equal to B square upon mu 0. So if we use here U is equal to 1 half epsilon 0 E square plus 1 half. Now if we use this B square upon mu 0, it is epsilon 0 E square, epsilon 0 E square. So we can say magnetic field energy and electric field energy, they are same, equal. So we get here U is equal to epsilon 0 E square, epsilon 0 E square. Now here epsilon 0 and E square, so this frequency is not required here. This frequency is not required here. And we can take peak value of EMF. So here 6.2 square into what? 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12 into 6.2 square. So if we calculate this, you will get this is 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 10 joule per meter cube. So here you will get this value. So you have to calculate like this. Electric and magnetic fields in a plane electromagnetic wave progressing along positive z-axis are respectively given as E is equal to I E0 sin kz minus omega t, B is equal to J B0 sin kz minus omega t. K is wave vector or propagation constant, omega is angular frequency, and wave is propagating along z-axis. Then what is E0 upon B0? E0 it is peak value, B0 it is peak value. So this E0 upon B0, it is speed of light, it is omega by k, or it comes out to be 1 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0. So E0 upon B0, it is this first one. First. Now the term E cross integration E cross H dot ds represents. Now this is represents the rate at which energy flows out of the bounding surface S. If the amplitude of the magnetic field is 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 Tesla, then amplitude of the electric field for an electromagnetic wave is. Now here we have seen E0 upon B0 is equal to C. So E0 upon B0 is equal to C. So what is E0? E0 is equal to C into B0. So we get E0 is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second into 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 Tesla. So if we find this all in SI unit, so we will get 6 into 10 raised to 2 volt per meter. So we get here 600 volt per meter E0. So this is peak value of electric field. So this one, third one is correct. Now the electric field and magnetic fields in electromagnetic wave propagating along z direction are given respectively by Ex is equal to E0 sin kz minus omega t, By is equal to B0 sin kz minus omega t, where E0 and B0 are the amplitudes, k is the magnitude of the wave vector, and omega is the angular frequency. How is E0 related to B0? Just we have seen here. E0 upon B0 is equal to speed of wave, which is equal to omega by k, which is equal to 1 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0. So if we come here, Wave is propagating along z axis. This is component along x axis. This is component along y axis, and these are peak values. So we get E0 upon B0 is equal to C, which is equal to omega by K. So E0 is equal to B0 K omega, it is incorrect. E0 is equal to B0 K omega, it is incorrect. E0 equal to B0 root of K omega, it is incorrect. E0 is equal to B0 omega by K, we can write E0 is equal to B0 into omega by K. So this last one is correct. The electric field and as the electric and the magnetic field associated with an electromagnetic wave propagating plus x-axis along plus x-axis can be represented by. Now see here, direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave, it is given by this equation. E cross H is equal to P. P is Poynting vector. And this Poynting vector is along the direction of propagation of wave. Now wave is propagating along x-axis, so unit vector along this is I. So here cross product of two unit vectors. So we can write here E. Now we know I cross J is equal to K, J cross K is equal to I, and K cross I is equal to J. So cyclic order. So J cross K is equal to I. On this side we have I. So we must have J cross H K. So here Y component and here X component. So J cross K. So J is 0 and K B0, because we can write B is equal to, we know B is equal to mu 0 into H. So here this is along Z axis, this is along Y axis. So this one is correct. This is not correct. This is not correct, because here they are different. So here E is equal to J E0, B K0. So you have to take direction using this. If this P is along Z axis, then Z means K. Then K means here electric field will be along X axis, magnetic field will be along Y axis. If it is propagating along Y axis, then we will have here J. J means this one. So electric field that is along Z axis and magnetic field that is along X axis. So in this way you have to take directions. Now next one, in electromagnetic wave in free space, the RMS value of the electric field is 6V per meter, volt per meter. The peak value of magnetic field is, we know, E0 upon B0, it is C. Or we can also write this as E RMS upon B RMS is equal to C, because E RMS is what? E RMS is equal to E0 upon root 2, and B RMS is equal to B0 upon root 2. So RMS value is given. So we can write B RMS is equal to E RMS upon C. So E RMS it is 6 volt per meter divided by 2. Divided by 3 into 10 raised to 8. So we get this as 2 into 10 raised to minus 8. B RMS. Now B 0, it is root 2 into B RMS. So here 2 into root 2. So we get here B0 is equal to, uh, so here root 2 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 8 Tesla. So it is 1.42 into 2, 1.414 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 8. So we can find this as 828, 2.82, 8 into 10 raised to minus 8 Tesla. So this third one is correct. During the propagation of waves in space, energy density is half of the magnetic energy density. Electric energy density is half of the magnetic energy density. Electric energy is twice of the magnetic energy density. Electric energy density is equal to the magnetic energy density, and electric energy density is thrice of the magnetic energy density. Now, energy density U is equal to 1 half epsilon 0 E square plus 1 half B square upon mu 0. This is energy density, or we can write this as 1 half E dot D plus 1 half B dot H also. And we know H is B upon mu 0. So we get this. And D is epsilon 0 E. Now we know E by B is equal to C, or it is 1 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0. So E square upon B square is equal to 1 upon mu 0 epsilon 0. So we get here epsilon 0 E square is equal to B square upon mu 0. So 1 half epsilon 0 E square will be equal to 1 half B square upon mu 0. Now this is energy density due to magnetic field. This is energy density due to electric field. So they are equal. They are equal. So here energy, electric energy density is equal to the magnetic energy density. So this third one is correct. Now next one, let E is equal to E0 sine 2 into 10 raised to 7 x minus omega t be the electric field of plane wave, plane electromagnetic wave, the value of omega each. Now how can we find this? So this is electromagnetic wave. So its speed is c is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So E is equal to, we have E0 sine kx minus omega t. Wave is propagating along x-axis, and this is phase of the wave. So phase velocity c is equal to omega by k. So omega is equal to k into c. Now k is given 2 into 10 raised to 7. 2 into 10 raised to 7 per meter into, this is per meter, into 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So this is meter per second, this is per meter. So we get here 6 into 10 raised to 15 per second, and that is 16 per second. So it is per second. Actually, we have to find, this is radians per second. So 6 into 10 raised to 15 radians per second. So here 6 into 10 raised to 15. This one is correct. The electric and magnetic fields of an electromagnetic wave are in phase and perpendicular to each other, out of phase and not perpendicular to each other, in phase and not perpendicular to each other, out of phase and perpendicular to each other. We have seen example here. So Ex is equal to E0 sin kz minus omega t, By is equal to B0 sin kz minus omega t. So electric field is along x-axis, magnetic field is along y-axis, and wave is propagating along z-axis. So here we have taken Ex is equal to E0 sin kz minus omega t, and By is equal to B0 sin kz minus omega t. So this is along y-axis, this is along x-axis, this is along y-axis. So they are perpendicular. And if we see this wave equation, sin kz minus omega t, sin kz minus omega t. So they are in phase. Phase is same. So in phase and perpendicular to each other. So what happens here? So if we take this as x-axis, x, y, z. So suppose this is z-axis, this is x-axis, and this is y-axis. So here electric field will vary like this. That is perpendicular to z along x. And if we take magnetic field will be in yz plane. So it will vary like this. So it is in this plane and electric field is in this plane. They are mutually perpendicular, but they are simultaneously increasing and simultaneously decreasing. So they are in phase. So this first one is correct. In phase and perpendicular to each other. This one is correct. The equation J is equal to J, that is current density, is equal to sigma surface charge density into electric field E represents. Actually, this is microscopic form of Ohm's law. For plane wave in vacuum, the value of root of E upon H is. Now we know E upon B is equal to C, that is 1 upon mu 0 epsilon 0 square root, that is C. Now we know E is equal to, what is B? B is mu 0 into H. So mu 0 into H, that is 1 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0. So we can write E by H is equal to mu 0 upon root of mu 0 epsilon 0, and then we get this is root of mu 0 upon epsilon 0, and then find its square root, and then use values of mu 0 and epsilon 0, and then find square root. You will get this value as 337, and its unit is Ohm. So these are some multiple choice questions on electrodynamics. You will get multiple choice questions similar like this. They may be modified something. So if you go clearly through all these multiple choice questions, you will know all formulations in electrodynamics. And using these, you can solve another multiple choice questions also. So thanks very much and best luck for your examinations. And also subscribe this channel if you are not subscribed. Thanks very much.